What's good, traders? It's your boy Junior, aka General Trades. I'm back again with another video. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Junior, aka General Trades, and I document my journey to becoming a profitable trader here on YouTube. So I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Basically, in this video, it's just a weekly recap of the trades that I took last week. I was supposed to make this video on Saturday, guys. I was supposed to make this video on Saturday, but then Saturday I was busy with something, and Sunday came. I had to go somewhere, and yeah, man, I decided to make this weekly recap video on a Monday. So yeah, man, the parcel from Temu. If you guys have been tapped in with the Day in a Life series, I mentioned to you guys that there was a parcel from Temu that I was waiting for. The parcel arrived, and the parcel included actually this mic that I'm actually using right now, that I'm using to record my voice. So yeah, man, it really helps. I don't have to increase the volume of these videos when I'm editing. You guys can hear me properly right now, and it's very nice. I don't have to shout anymore when I'm talking to the camera. So, man, without wasting any time, let's get into the charts, and I'll show you guys the trades that I have took last week. Okay, guys, I want to make this video a short video and a simple video. So without wasting any time, let's get to it. So this was Monday. If you don't know the strategy that I'm trading, I'm using the open range breakout strategy mixed with the accumulation, manipulation, distribution phases. So this was Monday. On the Asia session, we had accumulation. We had accumulation on Asia session. We had manipulation on the London session, and London manipulated the highs, which means we were looking for sells. So we would look for the New York session to distribute to the downside. So this is the 15-minute chart on the Nasdaq. I trade the Nasdaq. I don't trade Forex. I used to trade Forex, but I don't trade that anymore. So if after marking the phases, these two phases, we identified what the Asia session did, we identified what the London session did. Now we can anticipate the New York session to distribute. So after marking the phases, you basically go to the 5-minute time frame. Go to the 5-minute time frame, and you mark the first 15-minute after market open. This is from 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 to 9:45 Eastern Standard Time. So if you're if for South African time, it's from 3:30 to 4:45, 3:30 to 3:45. So you mark those levels, the high and the low of the first 15 minutes after market open. So you mark that, we mark that. So since we're anticipating the New York session to distribute to the downside, we will look for a break below the level. So as you can see right here, price broke above. There was no entry there. We we don't trade against the phases, guys. If we anticipate New York to go to the downside, we only take setups that are sells. So price did not give us a setup today in this day, and price started by breaking above. We don't trade that, and then price did not close below the level, so there was no trade on that day. We move on. This was Monday. This was Monday. We're going to Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I actually took a trade. Asia session accumulated, London session manipulated the highs. Now we were anticipating the New York session to go to the downside. So we also had a 15-minute fair value gap right here. Now I had, before you jump to the 5-minute time frame, you mark the first 15-minute after market open, the high and the low. So you're gonna wait for the 15-minute candle to close on the 50-minute chart, and then you mark the high and the low. After that, you go to the 5-minute time frame. Since we are looking for sells, we're gonna want price to break below the level. So as you can see right here, price actually did broke to the down, broke below the open range low. So price left a fair value gap. That's another that actually gives us a setup. Well, once we have a demand zone or a fair value gap, it gives us a setup. So price came back to the fair value gap. We don't enter immediately after the fair value gap. We will wait for an engulfing candle pattern in order for us to enter. So as you can see, we got the engulfing candle pattern because this candle engulfed this one. So we entered right there, and our stop was at these candles open, the first candle of the fair value gap. This candle right there. Hope you guys understand that. So yeah, man, we were targeting a 1:2 risk to reward, and price did came to the 1:1 risk to reward. But then when that happened, I moved my stop loss above the fair value gap. I moved it right here, and then price even took us out, unfortunately. Even though I had my stop loss above right here where it was originally at, we would still get stopped out, which means I was able to save a little bit from this loss. So let me show you the dashboard. So this is the trade. It was Tuesday, 7 April. I lost $7.24. So yeah, man, I was risking $12 on this trade, but then I was able to save a certain amount. So I only lost the $7. So yeah, let's move on to the next day. On Wednesday, let's move on to Wednesday. Okay, on Wednesday, you guys, here's another form that you guys don't know. I will be making a video showcasing all of the forms that I have for the accumulation, manipulation, distribution phase. It's not only the accumulation, manipulation, distribution, but there's other phases that you guys need to know. So price started by expanding on the Asia session. It accumulated on the London session, as you can see, is clear as day, guys. Then we had accumulation, the New York, as you can see right here, if I can zoom, the New York took out the highs, which means we had our manipulation on the New York session. When price starts by expanding and then accumulating, the New York session will manipulate and distribute. So accumulation, manipulation, manipulated the highs, and then we're anticipating New York to go to the downside. So before we jump into the 5-minute, I'm gonna mark the first 15-minute after market open. This was market open. I mark the low and I mark the high. Then I go to the 5-minute time frame. Okay, so on the 5-minute time frame, we did anticipate New York to go to the downside. It actually did. It broke down this it broke down the low, and we had a fair value gap right here. That price had to come and return to it, and then we would enter for a trade. But then unfortunately, price did not come back to this fair value gap until it was 12 o'clock. Until it was 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. South African time is 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. So after 6 p.m., I don't take any trades. I close the laptop and I go outside. So today, on Wednesday, there was no trade. Let's go to Thursday. Thursday, nice form, accumulation on the Asia, manipulation on the London, manipulated the lows, and then we're anticipating. Wait. This was Friday. This was Friday. I'm looking for Thursday. Yes, Thursday. Yes, Thursday. Asia session accumulated. London session manipulated the lows of the Asia, and then we're anticipating the New York session to distribute to the upside. So before I go to the 5-minute time frame, first thing I have to do is mark the first 15-minute high and low of after market open. Then I go to the 5-minute time frame. On the 5-minute time frame, as you can see, we anticipated the New York session to go up, go to the upside. First, it broke below the low of the opening range, so and came back and broke above the high of the opening range. So let me remove this. This is not the level. So it broke above. It left a fair value gap right here, and price did not come back to it. As you can see, price did not come back to the fair value gap. So there was no trade on Thursday. We move on to the following day, which was Friday. Friday, nice form. Asia accumulated, London session manipulated. We're anticipating New York session to distribute. The London manipulated the lows, which means we're expecting the New York session to go to the upside. So right here, I'm not gonna mark the high and the low of the first 15-minute candles high and low after market open, because as you can see, I have this indicator that automatically marks those levels. So I'm just gonna go to the 5-minute time frame. We're looking for the New York session to go to the upside. So right here, price broke above. We had a fair value gap right here. Price came back, disrespected the fair value gap. If price disrespected what you call this? If price disrespect a fair value gap or a demand zone, we no longer use that fair value gap. We remove that fair value gap. As you can see, I did not use the fair value gap to enter the trade. So
price came back to the demand zone, disrespected the demand zone, so I didn't use the demand zone to enter a trade. So there was no trade on Friday. So yeah, guys, that's the recap of the trades that I took last week. This is the dashboard. I only took one trade last week. Yeah. And guys, this account, this Profirm account, instant account, is not a new account. I've been trading this account since last month. Been trading this account since last month. As you can see, I lost $45. As you can see, if I can go to March, I took a few trades March, and then yeah, man, this is not a new account. I'm just recovering the account. I'm just recovering from the losses using the open range breakout strategy. So yeah, man, this is the account, as you can see right here, and trading history. That's the trading history. So yeah, man, that's basically it. I'll appreciate you guys if you like the video, if you hit that subscribe button, and if you comment any question about this strategy, I'm willing to answer that question. So if you guys want me to make a video explaining fully my strategy, I will do that if you comment down below. If you ask for me to make a video going in depth with this strategy, so you guys can also understand it, so we can trade it together. So that's the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to join the journey. We're growing together. We are going to be teaching you guys something, and you guys are going to be teaching me something through the comments and through the community that I've created on YouTube. Yeah, man, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.